Well, hello, friends. Today, we are going to try to work a little bit on the file system because I realized that my temp directory is behaving a bit strangely. So I have these files here, and they are owned by user ID 0, as you can see. But if I try to rename one of them, um, it works, even though I am user ID 100. And what happens is that the renaming completes, but it's still owned by user ID 0. And this is, of course, very wrong. And the thing is that the temp directory has this temp sticky bit thing, but the behavior is not actually implemented. And what's supposed to happen is that if you have this special bit set on a directory, then there are some restrictions on file renaming and file removal. Specifically, you should only be allowed to rename or remove your own files. Or, of course, if you are the super user, then you can remove and rename any file. So that's what I'm going to implement now. So let's go and look at them. I guess we can go to removal first. Geez, where is this? Unlink in the virtual file system? Yeah. So actually, let me show you exactly where the path takes us. So when we call the unlink syscall from C, we end up here in the kernel. So in sysunlink, and then it just validates the incoming path name, that it's memory that we can read, and then we pass it along to the virtual file system here. And then what we do is we just try to resolve the path into an inode. And if that works, we check if it's a directory. If so, we say you can't unlink a directory. Otherwise, we check if the metadata of the file allows us to write to this directory for this process. Otherwise, we return EXS. Otherwise, we remove the child from that directory. So I guess we want to insert an additional permissions check here. So let's see, how would we write that out? So if inode UID is not current process effective user ID. Wait, hold on. Just like that. That's how it is. And let's check it this way actually. If current process is super user, if we're not the super user and we are not the owner, then return result EXS. I think that's cool. And then the same thing we need for rename. And of course, the rename syscall, you'd call rename old path, new path. We end up in a very, very similar code path. It takes us to VFS rename instead, which I actually implemented in a video a while ago. And we're going to need the same type of check here. And oh, wait, hold on. I'm forgetting something. I forgot to check if we were even dealing with the sticky bit here. So let's see if parent inode metadata is sticky. Okay, that's what we wanted. And then rename. So let's see, when we're doing a rename, we care about the old parent inode if it is sticky in the old parent. Then old inode must be mine. Yeah. I think that makes sense. So let's test this. Running in a higher resolution today, as you may have noticed if you're a frequent viewer. Turns out that my computer can give this resolution for recording, so that's nice. I just have to tune the FPS a bit. So let's see, let's go to 10 and try to remove someone else's file. Not cool. Rename, not cool. How about the super user? MVX Y. Yeah, works as expected. Oh wait, hold on. It's not rename. That I wanted to do is RM. And I'm confusing myself so much. Okay, and then let's create a new file. Okay, and then we become someone else, become Nona, which is anon backwards. Mine. Okay, and can I remove mine? I can't. Can I remove Lala? I can. Can I rename mine? No. Okay. That seems like progress. All right. Very good. So let's go ahead and commit this. But first we do a little patch review. So it's a very, very quick patch. So in VFS rename, when the parent that we are moving from, so the old parent inode is sticky, then we check if we are not currently the super user and the inode that we're moving is not owned by the current process effective user ID, then we just say no, 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 no access. Okay, and exactly the same thing in unlink. If you're trying to remove something from a sticky parent while the current process is not the super user and the metadata of the inode says it's not owned by you, we access. Okay. Kernel, or VFS even. Implement sticky bit behavior for rename and unlink. Remove entries from directory is only allowed when you are either owner of the entry or the super user. Cool. All right. Wow, this is going to be such a short video, but I think that's still pretty cool. Touch foo. Su, Nona, RM foo. Not cool. Exit, RM foo. Very good. Of course, this is the super user here. Great. I think that's going to do it for this video. So if you made it this far, I'm less impressed than usual, but I still thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.